And here we are on our third day of exercises. Hopefully you've made it through the week unscathed, maybe a little bit of sore muscles, but we still got one more day's workouts to go. And today's first one we're going to kick off is our glute bridges. So we're going to get into our position and we're going to place our feet as close to our fingertips as possible. And then from there, keeping the feet at least hip width apart, making sure we keep our belly buttons nice and tight, and we're pushing through our heels when we lift, and we breathe out. And at the same time, we draw our shoulder blades down and back into the floor, pressing our shoulders into the floor, creating that bridge or connection between our glutes and our upper back. 3, 4, I can really feel these glutes working. 5, so this is very good core exercise. 6, but we're going to place a lot of emphasis on the glutes. 7, 8, and 9, and go one more, and 10. I'm only stopping at 10, but I want you to go for at least 15. Now I'm stopping because I want to add difficulty into my movement by keeping a dumbbell on my lap and holding it in position, and then from there I'm going to go up. 1. And now I can feel I'm adding a little bit more resistance to my back bridge. Now my glutes and hamstrings have to work so much harder. And if I want to make it even harder, I grab the other dumbbell and I place one on this hip and one on this hip, and I go. 9, 10, let's go, last 5, 1. It's all up to you. 2, how hard you want to do this. 3, and 2 more. 4, if we have to build muscle and strength, we have to push and relax. And again, we're going to do 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Let's move on to our next exercise, and that is our hips. So now we're going to turn onto our side, lying in a comfortable position with our arms supporting our heads and neck. Bottom leg is going to be a little bit bent, but the top leg is going to be straight. Now from there, to do this correctly, where we want to emphasize the glute med and the glute max muscles at the back, we want to just drift our legs slightly behind us, not too far, and then from there we are going to keep that position while we lift up. And you can also see that my foot is turned down, so that you can see my toes are actually touching the floor first and not my heel. So that means that my entire hip is rotated inwards, so that I'm really emphasizing the muscles of the hip, which of course is good for balance, walking stability, and lower back health. 5, I can really feel this working. 6, 7, and again, if you want to make this harder, we take our dumbbell and we just let it lie on our thigh on the outside, and we go. 9, and now that adds 10, a little bit more resistance. 11, and I can feel the difference. 2, yo, that burns. 3, especially after you've just done back bridges. 4, one more, and 5, well done. Yo, and relax. Let's move on to the other side. Let's switch sides. Now you can either finish all 3 on the one side, rest 60 to 90 seconds, repeat, or do like me. We're going to do one side, then the other side, and let's get into our position. Bottom leg slightly bent. I'm using my arm as a rest. I'm bringing my leg first, a little bit more behind me, so I immediately feel the glute max is engaged. And then from there, I'm placing my dumbbell on my hip and I'm going. 1. Always keeping my belly button tucked in and tight. 3, 4, and 5. You should not feel this in your lower back. 6. If you keep the belly button tight, your pelvis does not move, it stays in position, and only your hip joint moves. 10, last 5. 1, man, this is burning. 2, 3, and 2 more. 4, and last 1, and 5, and well done, and relax. So 60 to 90 seconds rest. This can be quite intense, so take a sip of water again, stay well hydrated. We're going to move on to our next exercise, and that is the bird dog for core stability as well as posture. So we're going to get into our 4-point kneeling position, and from there we're going to make sure that our wrists are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips, and we've got a neutral position of our spines, And we want to make sure that we do not fall through our shoulders like that. We do have a natural reflexive pushing away of our hands from the floor. So everything is locked in, and then from there we're going to raise our hands and opposite leg, but we are not going to shift. You're not allowed to shift position. You got to stay completely in the middle. Lift the opposite hand, opposite leg, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back slowly. Now in between the transition, you are not allowed to shift or lose position, and especially not lose the tension in the core. And then out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly back, and again, and push, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back, and again. So we do this for 5 reps on each side, for holding for 5 seconds, and again repeating 2 to 3 times, resting of course 60 to 90 seconds in between. Okay, let's go for one more each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So 60 to 90 seconds rest, repeat another 2 to 3 times, and we are going into our last exercise, and that is a balance exercise called the single leg deadlift. Now for our single leg deadlift, we are going to need a chair. So we're going to stand facing our chair, and then we're going to stand on one leg. While our leg is moving back, we're going to bring our upper body forward, and we're going to touch the chair and come back up again. Now try not to put this foot on the ground too heavily. It can touch the floor, but I don't want you to rest on both legs. So it's merely there just to keep you on balance. Okay, and then from there we go out and try and straighten that leg at the back as far as you can, keeping your chest nice and straight, facing straight ahead, lifting the chest, and come back again and breathe out. Squeeze this glute. I want you to feel all the muscles from the foot that's on the floor working all the way up into the back, into the shoulders, moving around the other glute and all the way down the leg and back again. Let's do 5 more. Breathe out. 6. And as you get better with your balance, you might need, or you might not need a chair, and you can go into the single leg deadlifts like that, but always keep the chair so that you can play around. 9, that's it, 1 more, and 10, and relax, and change legs. We move on to the other side. Also a very good exercise to strengthen the feet muscles, the calves, good stretch on the hamstrings. Oh, nice, come back slowly, always control. 5, and last 5, 6, 7, and 3 more, 8, slowly back, and 2 more. I can really feel everything on this hip. The hip that I'm standing on, this is a supporting hip or the stabilizing hip, and that's the one doing all the work. And relax. So well done, you've finished your first week of exercises. So now you have the tools to go into your weekly exercises and build muscle and get stronger. Use this exercise protocol for a period of 6 to 12 weeks and use this to actually strengthen and build muscle and get rid of sarcopenia. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a friend who wants to stay strong after 60. And also comment down below for your favorite exercise from this list. See you next time.